I got him.
That's a clip from the new World War I drama 1917, one of the films praised by critics as among the best of the year. This holiday weekend is a great time to catch some of the releases that you may have missed. That goes for many of us at this table. Here to tell us about some of the other great films of 2019, film reviewer Erik Davis, managing editor of Fandango.com. Happy holidays. Welcome to you. Let's get through as many of these as we can.
Let's do it.
Let's start right there. Critics are saying best war film since Saving Private Ryan.
I would agree. You know, it's cliche to say that it's a film that will leave you on the edge of your seat the whole time, but like legitimately, this film, you will be on the edge of your seat the entire time for two reasons. It's story about these two soldiers who are tasked with a seemingly impossible mission during World War I to go into enemy territory. It's bold, it takes a lot of risks, and also the way it was filmed. This one continuous shot. If you remember the film Birdman, which won Best Picture, similar device. So you are so immersed in the movie, and I think that's what makes it an experience that you absolutely have to see on the big screen.
Uncut Gems, and Adam Sandler is getting so much praise right now. Different for him,
Very.
But a lot of people love it.
Very different for Adam Sandler. But then again, when you see him play this guy Howard, who's a diamond dealer, he's a wheeler and dealer, he's a sports betting addict, you can't imagine anyone but Adam Sandler playing this role. I think he deserves the Oscar nomination. If the Academy is watching, give it to the Sandman, please.
High praise.
And it's
with Kevin Garnett playing himself.
With Kevin Garnett and The Weeknd playing himself as well. But just what I love, it's a masterclass in tension. It's a film that will make you feel uncomfortable in all the best ways.
Wow.
In all the best ways. Yes. Well, that's high praise. The film Parasite out of South Korea, lots of buzz about this movie possibly winning an Oscar for Best Foreign Film. Why do you think it's captured audiences?
I think, well, it's relatable. You know, everybody has always looked at an affluent family and said, I would like to taste a little bit about what your life is. But also, it's a lot of things. It's a comedy, a drama, a thriller, a horror movie. It's about family. It's romantic at times. You know, it's a movie that gives you a lot of different ways to experience it. And it's fantastic. Not only will it win Best Foreign Language, it may even steal Best Picture.
What? Wow.
Yes, watch
I don't know if it's captured audiences yet, but certainly critics. Critics love Parasite. There was so much build-up to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's latest with Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt.
And you loved it.
I thought it lived up to the hype. Did you think it lived up to the hype?
I loved it. And, it's also a film that the farther away you get from it, the more it sticks with you, I felt. And it's also the kind of film that I think when it's on cable, you're going to get sucked right into it. Even if you don't like watching it, it's got Brad and Leo, so you love looking at it.
Amen.
You know, and it's beautiful. This is the movie Quentin Tarantino was born to make. It's a love letter to old Hollywood, and I think it does that in spades.
The one that I loved, The Irishman, and I will admit, I just watched it yesterday. I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit down. It did not feel long to me. I know people are saying it did. I loved this. This is the best of them.
This may be your Best Picture frontrunner right now as well. Martin Scorsese, nice kind of capper to that quasi-trilogy of mob movies with Goodfellas and Casino and now The Irishman. This one a bit more reflexive. It's about looking back at your life and the weight of a life. You know, it's not as sexy and flashy as those other mob movies. And I think it speaks to an older generation. Like my father just turned 80, loves this film. He's watched it multiple times.
Wait, what does that say about me? I'm not 80. It speaks to a younger generation, too.
I think,
yes. Mob movies.
Yes, exactly.
My kids love Avengers. My daughter loves Iron Man, hates Thanos. The critics, though, seem to like Endgame, right? How they wrapped up. What's the highest-grossing movie, right, of all time at this point. There was a lot going on when I'm watching it. Did you like Endgame?
I loved Endgame. I loved it as a pairing with Avengers Infinity War, too, the 1-2 punch. You know, what Marvel Studios has done in the last 10 years, we've never seen storytelling on this scale ever in the history of movie making. And so I think it's just really commendable that they were able to actually stick this landing. Plus, it's got time travel, Back to the Future. I'm a huge fan, nerd of that movie, and I like the way they use it. And they had all of these 20-some-odd films to go back to with that plot. And so I think they did a really good job.
So moving on to the horror movie Us, which I admit I did not see because it looks so scary. Of course, this is by Jordan Peele, who did Get Out, which I did see and loved. Do you think that he topped himself with Us?
I think it's the horror movie of the year, for sure. And I think Jordan Peele is probably the most interesting filmmaker right now because he's telling original stories that are not only crazy and creepy and scary, but also thought-provoking, and they fuel conversation. You walk out of these films and you're scared, but you're also talking about race and class and privilege. And I think that's so interesting in the horror genre, and we need more of it. And so if you haven't seen it, also Lupita Nyong'o, Academy, watch out, give her some love.
Love her, and
I think she's great.
Murder mystery. It's got Daniel Craig, and then you've got this high-tech CG ability now that we don't often see, and that's with Knives Out. Are people going to go and see this one?
Knives Out is a film that I'm recommending to a lot of people because they're going with their family, and they're like, everybody likes something different. This film, kind of like Clue, I think the murder mystery genre is going to be making a comeback right now. I think we're going to see more of them. Great ensemble, great audience film. So, like, see this one in a theater because everyone around you is going to be laughing, a lot of twists and turns. Just fantastic writing from Rian Johnson.
And good for Rian Johnson with everything that's been happening. Good for J.J. Abrams, by the way, because I think Rise of Skywalker is fantastic. Finally, your favorite movie of the year.
Yes.
The Biggest Little Farm.
Yes.
Why?
This is also my favorite documentary of the year. You know, it's about this couple who leave their jobs in the big city to build a farm. And what starts out as this day-to-day of like, how do you actually build a farm? They didn't know what they were doing. It turns into this super powerful film about, you know, the family we make, the family we lose, the dreams we chase, the risks we take. It's got cute animals and ugly animals. It's about the relationship they have with each other. It's about life and sustaining life.
We could keep going for a long time, but we can't because we have to take a break.
Let's see.
Thanks,
Be right
Erik.
back.